So yeah guys, I will admit I was slacking this Jurassic June and I kind of was struggling to find something to review. I was originally going to do the PS1 Lost World game, but I said, you know what, here's one that needs a bit more attention, and that is WARPATH Jurassic Park for the PlayStation. Yes, this is more of an eat 'em up rather than a beat 'em up, where you can control a number of different dinosaur species as they fight it out for supremacy across different locations from the Jurassic Park universe. And yeah, it's not a good beat 'em up game, but it's fun as fuck. I love this game despite its flaws, and let me tell you, there's lots of fucking flaws. But yeah, you get to play a number of different species, some of which are incredibly fucking exotic for the time this game was released, which was back in 1999. This was a combination of DreamWorks Interactive and Black Ops Entertainment. And yeah, as I said before, it's not a perfect beat 'em up game, but it's really fucking fun, and that's down to the selection. So the roster of dinosaurs is fairly sizable. You've obviously got the franchise favourites such as Tyrannosaurus, Velociraptor, known as Megaraptor in this, that's why it can fight larger theropods, Triceratops, Stegosaurus, but you've also got a couple more exotic species such as Ankylosaurus and Stygimoloch. Yes, way before the little fucker turned up in Fallen Kingdom, he actually showed up in this game. And I'm fairly sure the guys who designed the variant for Fallen Kingdom used this template to design that dinosaur, because he is the spit of what would come in that movie. You also have Spinosaurus turning up. Keep in mind, this is before Jurassic Park 3, and while he doesn't look like the JP3 Spinosaurus, his introduction is in an InGen laboratory, which is kind of keeping with canon. My favourite out of these guys to use is the Striacosaurus, because he is absolutely broken. You can defeat any species with the Striacosaurus. He's like a fucking Triceratops on roids. He is that fucking good. But as well as picking franchise favourite dinosaurs, you can fight in locations from across the franchise also. You have the T-Rex paddock, the raptor pens, the worker village from the Lost World along with the hunter's camp, and the deck of the Venture that brings the T-Rex to San Diego. But there's also a secret level where you fight inside Universal Studios Florida, which is fucking brilliant. Also, yes, there is collateral damage that can up your health. What the hell am I talking about? Well, during a fight, an unlucky human, or dog, or small Compsognathus will stupidly run onto the battlefield, and if you're quick enough, you can eat those fuckers and replenish your health. That is the funnest, but also cruelest thing I've ever seen in a fucking video game. You can eat some poor bastard who just happens to walk in between these two fucking dinosaurs and replenish your health. That is sheer fucking genius if you ask me. As I said before, the combat is very clunky though. This is not Tekken, this is not Dead or Alive. The response time for some of these dinosaurs is very fucking slow. I don't know if that was a choice to emulate how big and unwieldy these things are, but it definitely ruins what could be a very fluid combat and fighting system. That said though, it is cool to play as a fucking dinosaur wailing the shit out of another dinosaur. If you've liked games like Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, where you're essentially a giant fucking kaiju wailing the shit out of another monster, I think you'll enjoy this. Again, this isn't going to be for everyone. I think if you're a JP fan, you're going to love this game. But if you're a, say, Tekken or Dead or Alive fan, you're going to hate this fucking thing. I love it. I'm a big simp for the franchise, but I also think there's lots of fun to be had with this. If you have a PS1, maybe you might find this out in the wild in the Thrifties. I've looked online and it does go for a pretty penny. So if you can emulate that, do that as well. But yeah guys, have you played WARPATH Jurassic Park? If you have, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. My name's Martin, this has been the Trash Picture Show, and I hope you had an awesome Jurassic June.